You know what I think about sometimes? And it's a really touchy subject, like, especially if you're that kind of person. This might or might not offend you. It all depends on how understanding you are and how general the concept of handling you have with this. I don't understand how people are going to take this exactly, but I don't mean to offend. I just mean to think for a little bit with you guys and to hear you guys' input on this whole thing. Is religion a good or a bad thing? Okay, let's look at it from two different perspectives. Alright, so you have religion, and you have humans. Now, I've always thought that humans needed a religion because the fact of the matter is we don't know what's going to happen to us when we die. One day, whether you like it or not, your body is going to become completely worn out from work stress and just aging in general, that it's going to be non-usable and you're going to die. The thought of dying and seeing an eternal darkness with your eyes just closed and you literally just being asleep for like eternity and not remembering anything, it phases people and makes them afraid of the afterlife. But religion gives people something to hope for. Religion allows people to believe that there will be something there whenever their life here passes, that their spirit will be casted somewhere depending on the work and the efforts and the strengths and hardships that they've endured here on earth. If they remained a good person and stayed humble and stayed holy, stayed sanctified, or if they allowed whatever the evil deity is to condemn them and trap them into an evil, dark, hatred place that we know as the fiery abyss. And that being said, it makes people want to do good. It gives people an understanding of morals. It gives people an understanding of what's right and what's wrong. It allows people to see things from a better perspective to make them want to better themselves in general. Well, that's one way you can see it. Or you can see it on the evil scale, being that religion has caused a lot of wars and a lot of bloodshed, actually, ranging back to back when fucking knights were riding horses and shit. Religion has played a major part in a lots of wars. Even to this day, people are getting slaughtered behind religious viewpoints and things of this nature. Religions have caused confusion in things as something as meaningless as the music industry, and just completely just ruined humans in totality. Religion is a way that people use to break people. It's like a control mechanism almost. Religion has way too much confusion and can make people think entirely way too much with the contradictions that the Bible has within it, and any analytical motherfucker pick that damn book up and then they're going to start thinking about shit that's not going to make sense. It can make people speculate. It leaves rooms for false prophets and shit of this nature. Religion can cause issues ranging from all kinds of things depending on who wields the power to control this religion and be the face of this religion. People such as pastors can trick younger children to expose their bodies and to confuse them about their bodies, to use them for sex or something like that, molestation, rape, pretty much. And it's all backed by religion. It almost seems as if not too much good comes from religion outside of self-preservation, prosperity, and the good morals that come along with it. For the most part, religion really, it makes me wonder myself, like, what is religion exactly? It's the something that you believe in, but to what extent do you really believe in? Do people believe in religion, or do they just fear what happens to them when they die? Because the thought embedded in our heads that one day you're going to die, and if you do wrong, then you'll go straight to hell and burn forever. And like the Bible says that you don't even get used to the fire, that you actually regrow a new fresh set of skin to burn again. And so you never become used to the pain. And if that's the case, you think about it like that, wouldn't that make you want to be a good person? That would like make you like, fuck that, I'm not even going to take the risk of that shit being real or not. I'm going to be good regardless, you know what I mean? And when you look at it from that perspective, you kind of wonder, do people really believe in the religion, or are they just fearing for their fucking bodies? Like, because I mean, like, honestly, that's just some things you got to think about. What I think about anyway. Because I just sit here and I just think about this world and how chaotic it is, and then you sit back and you think about religion. Like, religion is a subject I tend not to touch, especially on commentaries, because people, like, talking about religion in a YouTube video is like fucking going to the KKK while they're all eating and you're a black guy, and just like sitting right in the middle of them like, sup, bruh. It spells trouble. But I'm just curious right now, like, honestly, what is religion? Is this a good thing or a bad thing? Now, to those who want to speculate the video and want to overthink things and try to dig deep into it and try to decipher what I'm really saying and want to read in between the lines and shit, I'm not saying religion is a good or bad thing. I'm asking, is it a good or bad thing? Like, honestly, is religion what it's all cracked up to be? I mean, because so far as I'm concerned, whatever that damn thing that the Christians call a Bible is, it's a fucking lie, in my opinion. I don't believe in that shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. The Bible sat back and it's told me so many shit that's easily contradictive. Like, okay, there was Adam and Eve, the only two people in the whole fucking planet, right? They had Cain and Abel. Okay, cool. Cain kills Abel. He got jealous because of a sacrifice that was made to God. Alright, understandable. Cain goes on a walk. Awesome. Cain comes back with a wife. Question: where did the mystery bitch come from? Who is she? Why is she there? Nowhere in the Bible did it say God made two more people or another woman identical somewhere in the middle of fucking Israel or some shit. That was never stated. That was never in the Bible. Where the fuck did she come from? And how do you know that you can trust the Bible? You know, like back in those times when the Bible was like written and shit, they had like a scribe that followed Jesus around and wrote down everything, and he was told what to write. But if it's true that that God and Satan were walking around talking to the people, technically, if you think about it, what if while the scribe was writing what God told him to write, Satan will whisper in his ear and tell him, no, don't write that, write this, or write this instead? Because there's so many patches and loops and everything, guys. It doesn't really add on to me. And I think about religion, and I think about what it really does for people and why exactly we do look at shit like this. But I mean, again, I understand, and gives us something to hope for. It allows people to understand what good morals are, and it gives people a sense of awareness, almost, I guess you could say. But there's a lot of other factors that come in between religion and make you wonder, like, what the fuck is this shit? Because anything that, again, associates with religion is usually something chaotic. There's always some pandemic behind religion. There's always some type of chaos or some kind of misery, some kind of pain or infinite agony that happens behind religion. And it just doesn't sit right with me. It gives me a really bad feeling in the pit of my stomach, because I have to sit back and think about, like, you know, people all around us, they look at these religions, and like, what if one day something really big happens and forms, and then like a really big problem occurs because of religion? Like, what do we do if Catholics and Christians just start hating each other? What if a religious war breaks out because of like something as simple as that? Now, understandable, it probably is never going to happen. I mean, let's just be honest with you. But I mean, like, if you just sit back and you think about it, just think, the way everything is orchestrated as far as religion goes, there's way too many of them, in my opinion. You have Buddhism, and you have Judaism, and then you have the Jewish people, but apparently Jewish is both a race and a religion. Like, I don't understand that either. But you have just all these different religions, and they have so many guidelines, so many different beliefs. There's alternations here and there, different sets of rules, different sets of morals, and all in all, when you look at it, it just doesn't add up to me. Like, okay, if I call God, okay, that's according to the Christian Bible. Our God really doesn't have a name. Our God's name is God. So why the fuck is my God's name a word? A God is supposed to be a deity, not a name. It's the fuck. So it makes things kind of confusing for me, because I'm like, well, what the fuck is his name? But on top of that, you got God, you got fucking Buddha, yeah, you got all these religious leaders and holy relics and things of that nature. But what the fuck is the real one? Because I mean, there can't be like all these different heavens. Like, can it really, like, do you really, like, guys believe that maybe that there's all these different gods because there might be different heavens? Maybe there might be multiple worlds, kind of like there's like multiple colleges you can apply to, and like the book is like your, like the Bible or whatever that you read is like your holy application, you know what I mean, to get there. And depending on what religion that you believe in depends on how you set your afterlife. Like, do you guys think it works like that or something? I don't know. I look at these things, guys, and this is why I have to talk to you about it, because I'll just sit here and think about this shit all fucking day. Like, this will drive me insane trying to put this shit together. And it's the reason why me myself, I don't really mess with religion. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not to state that I'm atheist, but just to state that I don't play with this shit. It it doesn't seem like anything I want to consume my time with, because if I sit back and I think about this shit too much, it's going to start confusing me, and I'm going to end up just like, fuck all that religious bullshit. I don't want to hear it, because it's entirely way too much. But I was just sitting back here thinking about it, and I was just thinking and thinking, and I just kept going. I thought, like, I don't know, I should ask my subscribers. Maybe they will know something that I apparently don't know. Maybe I'm just ignorant, and that's why it's so hard for me to understand this entirely. And if I am ignorant, don't insult me. Just enlighten me. Allow me to know what the fuck did I do wrong in this whole thought process, because there's something about it, it doesn't seem right to me. Anyways, guys, this is our Advanced Warfare commentary, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe and a comment. It really helps me out. If you don't want to comment, at least like and subscribe. I would really appreciate that, you guys. I'm really trying to grow and get somewhere, you guys. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I'm out. Peace.